we're going to be covering the combat mastery achievements that are going to be releasing on the 17th of February, just kind of covering what was put out in a news post. So let's get started, and pretty much just summarizes that if you're ready for combat, have you wrecked and ruined your way through the bosses of Glenor, ready to flaunt your PvM power skills, yada yada yada. Introducing the combat achievements are split into 6 tiers: easy, medium, hard, elite, master, and grandmaster. Myself, I'm probably be pushing for the master tier because grandmaster is just like absolutely insane. That's like the top 1% of people, and I like to think that I'm like aggressively above average. So it's probably master, or at least completing most of the. That's what the range I'm going for. I'll know a lot of folk are just going to be getting their feet wet. Going for the easy, medium, and hard, that's still going to be a huge achievement. Really hope the best for you guys. So where to get started? To get started on this journey, you just need to open up your hero menu, F1, and go into the achievement tab. Here you will find a new selection of the combat mastery and can track your progress up there. This is a really, really nice visual of that. The tab here, right where the achievements are. I think the combat score is one of my favorite things that they're adding in here. That way you can kind of gauge where everybody is. Actually, one of the cool parts about the combat profile as well is that it's going to show you like what % of the player base you are. So if you're entering the master tier, you're going to be like top 5%, grandmaster top 1%, easy probably like top 50, some stuff like that. So that's something I really love as a data nerd, and it just gives you a nice reward track for what you're doing. This is something I think they should probably add. I think that this is what the area tasks are based off of. So this is a good template for them to work with, and I'm excited to see what else other things get implemented for this will look like. So this is pretty solid. I really like the actual emblems themselves look really cool. Definitely like a mad dog type deal. So that's awesome. Very thematically really, really cool. And so let's get into the rest of these. How does this work? So this is going to give you pretty much a summary of what type of achievements are going to be available for you to work towards. So the launching with this update is a whole slew of new combat achievements alongside several previous achievements being moved into this system. These achievements are generally split into 3 main categories: kill, speed, kill count, and mechanical. So I like that they're not removing a lot of the previous achievements that are in the game, because there are achievements in the game currently but they just don't provide any rewards. So that's why I don't think a lot of people did them. A lot of people did them mostly just for rune score, and rune score and combat score are being split up separately. So you can continue to just grind rune score, which is going to be more so for the PvE side of the game. So think completionist cape, think master quest cape, that type of stuff. However, the combat achievements will be counted towards rune score all the way from easy to hard task. So from elite and up, they will no longer count. But if you are going to be going for max rune score, you're going to be doing the easy to hard task to add up for your total rune score. Everything after that, though, will only be counted towards your combat score. So kill speed, self-explanatory, kill it within a time frame. Kill count, defeat a boss within a certain number of times. Now the kill count one is a lot more lax, right? When people think kill count, they think, oh my gosh, time gate. Well, they explicitly stated in the Twitch stream that the kill counts are not going to be something like that, because they don't want to see it more so like as a time gated grind. They more so want it to just be like, hey, I have a fluidity and understanding of what this boss fight looks like. I'm going to put a small limit so you can continue to do it. So that's what kill count is going to be for these, because when you looked at the previous post, a lot of the kill counts here are just like up to 10. That's it. 10 hard mode, 10 normal modes. So the kill count's pretty minimal here, nothing crazy. And the mechanical: defeat a boss in a specified way, such as avoiding being hit or by a specific mechanic. Now, those are going to be pretty cool. That's just showing how well you know the boss fight. Mechanical achievements may be split into 2 additional achievement subtypes: unorthodox and perfect. Unorthodox: complete the encounter in an unorthodox way, such as not resolving mechanics, and perfect: complete the encounter in a perfect way, such as avoiding all avoidable missable. So an unorthodox kill is pretty much when you do all the mechanics wrong and you take every single bit of damage that the boss is dealing out. And then a perfect kill is when you execute everything perfectly and you're not getting hit by any mechanics and doing every possible tactic to make it avoidable. So those are going to be the 2 balances between the 2 types of master task and grandmaster task. So that's going to be pretty difficult to see. It's going to be really interesting to see how you handle a lot of those types of scenarios, because everyone's trying to perfect it. So I'm more excited to try the unorthodox kills than the perfect kills, in my opinion. Kill times were calculated using boss completion data from the past year, We've established breakpoints for each difficulty tier based on their target distribution of players across categories, further refining these with personal experience and insights from our internal team. So they just dug a bunch of data and see like, hey, where's the bottom of the barrel? Where's the top of the barrel? Trying to figure out a nice fine middle ground. So that's really good. I think a year is a pretty solid data pool to take kill times from. So I'm excited to see that. That's gonna be I'm excited to see where that line is drawn in the sand. Kill count achievements will be retroactively applied to your account once the update goes live, but kill speed achievements will not be retroactive. That's going to be a really big head hurter for a lot of folk, because I know a lot of people have been grinding out kill speed achievements, myself included, and then that's kind of a sharp one to inhale. But I mean, it is what it is. I think mostly though the reason why they're doing this is because a lot of people have kill times from previous things that were implemented into the game that are no longer achievable now. It's more so to balance out and everybody gets the kill times in what modern RuneScape is, because a lot of things that people have gotten with PBs has been using like pre-nerf Greco, pre-nerf Magma Tempest with Fractured Staff, or using a bug exploit that has not been patched. So it's kind of leveling out the playing field and making sure everybody is getting kill times in what the modern state of RuneScape is currently with the PVM side. So I think it's pretty nice, kind of a stinger if you've been grinding them out ever since the announcement of combat achievements. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be not that big of a deal. If you are really in that top 5%, you should be able to replicate some type of miracle to get yourself a really good kill time. But I think it's still overall a pretty good change and to level out the playing field for everybody else. I need to read that again. Keep in mind that current kill times don't account for the exact number of players in an instant. So, for example, right, to pretty much dumb this down, if you're doing an AOD instance, which is a recommended team size of 7, and you do this and you get the kill time of 2 minutes flat with a team size of 8, that's not going to count because it's not the recommended kill team size. But if you do it with like duo and you get a 2-minute AOD kill, oh my god, wow, that is going to count because you are below your recommended kill team size. So here are the total number of tasks per set. So the easies have, let me move out the way here. Where am I going? Tier easies have 19 tasks. Points per task is 1. Mediums have 58 number of tasks. Insane, they have 2 per task, and then 116 points to gain. Hard, I thought this was absolutely insane. 173 hard tasks. Oh my gosh. Then you got 3 tasks total, totaling up to 519. Same thing with the elites. 172 tasks, 4 points each, 688 points to gain. Then master 92 out of the 5, and then 5 points per task, 460. Grandmaster has 44, 6 points each, 264, for a grand total of combat score points being 2,066. So all in all, a lot to do in these here, right? A lot of stuff. This is pretty much going to be a giant push to revive a lot of old content. And you know what? I am all for it, and I love knowing that this is a living thing. So they're going to continually add to this as boss releases happen. And we already know that we're getting like 2 to 3 bosses this year. So that's just going to keep this expanding and try and keep people current. Because as you continue to get more content added to the game, it's just like completion escape. As you complete these tasks, you are not going to be able to maintain your master or grandmaster status, or even your elite hard blah 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 status, if you are not completing them as they're going. So that's kind of cool. Love to see it. But dang, dude, this is a huge amount of tasks to complete. And we'll see how hard and elite they actually are. And I know, like, even though there's going to be 92 and 44 of these tasks, you got to think of what the types of tasks these are, right? Like, if it's going to be a 130 Raksha kill and you're brand new to trying to get combat down, dude, good effing luck at getting your 1 minute 30-second Raksha kill, dude. And then God bless you at all the other stuff, dude, because hey, that's gonna be a tough fight, even though that's only one, right? So just think about like the quality of the task compared to the quantity. The quantity here is probably just a lot of niche stuff, but I'm sure that the quality and the like that it was required of the player to produce to get these types of things done is going to be pretty hard. The bar is going to be set pretty high. So you don't need to complete achievements in any particular order. You're free to tackle in previous tiers or jump ahead to the next one. Chart your own path and progress through these achievements as you see fit. As you reach the key point thresholds, 19, 137, 655, 654, 1,342, you'll unlock War's Blessing, a set of passive rewards that will help you enhance your combat journey and further empower you as you push forward. So that's good to know, because I think that's just so that, like, if you don't want to do all of these, like, lower tier ones and just push for these harder tier ones, that will push you. Because I think if you get all of these guys done, I mean, my math ain't mathin', but I think that should push you over above 1342. But yeah, I think that would be a way. I don't know if that's like the smart thing to do, but I think to each their own, right? Always love the customizable. So let's get into the awards now. War's Blessing Tier 1. Quick access to the central sarcophagus inside Barrow's encounter. That is pretty good. Anything Barrow's related, would love to see. I was kind of hoping you would be, oh, actually, this is better. Because now, instead of having to run through the doors, bro, you can just kill all the Barrow's brothers. Boom, right to the middle. Everybody going for Barrow's items, all the Iron Men, all of the people going for the Grave Robber title. This is actually huge. This cuts off so much time during Barrow's. That's really nice to see. 5% chance for Reaper's Choice. So Reaper's Choice is when you are picking a Reaper task and he gives you the option to pick a task. So that's going to be really, really helpful. 5% isn't much, but I mean a percent is percent. 1 free attunement of War's Boss Portals per day. This is really good for our lower income players and Iron Men who are not trying to burn 100k, 150k every single time they want to change a boss portal. So that's nice to see. And a lot of times, really, I don't change my portal more than once a day. So that's actually pretty good. That's pretty solid. 5% increase their earned Marks of War. This is good for those who have not unlocked everything in Marks of War. But again, a lot of stuff is AFKable, so getting Marks of War is not too difficult. It's a little harder early on, not much of a problem later. War's Blessing Tier 2. No longer require kill count for all the God Wars encounters, including next. Huge, especially for the Iron Man folk, lower level folk. This is going to be a huge quality of life improvement, because everybody knows getting that 40 kill count in God Wars Dungeon 1 is actually ass, dude. It is going to be so nice to just skip that in total. I think this is kind of redundant. There is a totem on Anachronia that allows you for this, but I guess if you don't want to go through it, you have another means to unlocking this, so that's really nice. Your kill count requirement for all God Wars Dungeon 2 encounters are reduced by 50%. This stacks with your additive reputation rewards for the Heart of Gilnar. Now that's really nice, because you can, going from 40 to 20, and then when you get kill count in God Wars Dungeon 2, if you kill three enemies in quick succession, you get a multiplier towards your kill count. So you're probably going to be only killing like 10 actual NPCs. So that's going to be really nice, saving you supplies, saving you time, and that's going to be really, really nice for the guys going for log or going for those big item upgrades, or just trying to farm out stuff for perks. Your sign of life cooldown reduced by 50%. I mean, I'm not going to lie, this is cool. Nothing game changing. 10% chance of activating Reaper's Choice. Again, really good, really good for the folk going for hunting Hydrixes. That's going to be really nice. I'm really excited for that one. Anything Reaper's Choice, love, because like sometimes you get Reaper's tasks that you just don't want to do. Like I've been sitting on a Hermod task that I just been too lazy to work on. But yeah, that's going to be really nice. 2 free atonements. Again, really good, cheap, not anything to save some money. 10% increase of Marks of War. Again, good quality of life change. War's Blessing Tier 3. Ability to choose rotation for the following encounters: Barrels, Rise of the Six, and Araxor. I am not a huge Rots guy. I'm not the biggest like Rotser in the chat, but I do know that people who are farming Rise of the Six do look for specific rotations. So being able to pick the rotation that you want is going to be very, very good. I know for people who are doing solos for Rise of the Six, this is a huge game changer. But also, everybody is going to benefit from picking the Araxor. No more spider minions. Goodbye. Die, Mirrorback. Thank goodness. Goodbye until I need that top piece. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. I am very happy about this one. War's Grimoire will now allow you to change your prayer book. Now, the War's Grimoire, they explain it a little lower, but pretty much what it is this little grimoire that shows up in the thing. It's nothing special, in my opinion. I think it's just another quality of life, something that's inside the hub instead of you having to teleport somewhere else. So it lets you change your spell books, and it lets you change your prayers as you keep unlocking your tiers. So that's nice to see, just kind of something else to be there, so not too bad. So let's go back. 25% chance of acting Reaper's Choice, even higher. Now you got a nice double coin flip to see if you get that one. 25% to earn the more Marks of War. 500% increase hourly cap on Marks of War. I mean, cool. Again, nothing game changing. Now, War's Blessing is Tier 4. This is absolutely huge for anybody learning Virago, because being able to choose your rotation for Virago is really good for the learners. I think it's going to be easier for people who want to take people to Virago. It's going to be a lot easier for people to learn Virago. So this is really, really, really exciting to see. I think this is going to be a really nice quality of life changer. And I think it's going to be a lot more learner friendly for this really old boss. But I think that it's just overall a really nice. I think the rotation being able to pick awesome in general. Adrenaline grain from the crystals are 100% per action. So I think it's like what, just doubling it, I guess. Like instead of it being 4 ticks, it's going to be 2 ticks. So yippee, save another 2 seconds. I mean, RuneScape players are all about efficiency, so I'm sure someone is breaming in the shorts for this one. That's really nice. One-time completion reward of 1 War's Ancient Armor Gizmo. I got no idea what this means. I'm pretty sure it's just a free gizmo, so I think maybe you get a one-shot chance at getting a Biting 4 or some really niche thing for free, so I guess that's cool. Guaranteed chance of activating Reaper's Choice. Now that is hot. That is super good. Tier 4, I'm assuming this is the hard task that this one is going to be unlocked for, the one that is relevant to the amulets. So again, get anything Reaper's Choice, amazing, especially when they roll out the weeks where you have Reaper's Bounty, or like you get like triple or double Reaper points during those holiday weeks. So that's going to be a huge one. Very excited to pick the one out. Now maybe I'll do my Reapers every single day when I can pick which boss is going to get belt to ass. So that's really exciting. And again, 50% increased Marks of War, 1000% hourly cap. Again, this is only really good in my opinion, knowing that I use a lot of aura resets, so that's the only thing I can think that it's nice. I'll probably never run out of aura resets now with the Marks of War increases. These rewards are designed to improve your quality of life throughout your combat journey, helping to remove obstacles when chasing specific achievements. Really good. Help introduce people into combat. Really good. However, they are intentionally not meant to grant any direct power boosts. Completing prior achievements should not be necessary to progress in harder challenges ahead. Again, good. Don't need any more power creep in this game. Definitely don't need it when you got the wonderful combat style of necromancy and a lot of the other means of, like, they gave tank armor HP. You have a lot of damage mitigation that are earned throughout the game. So I think that barrier to entry is becoming lower, and I think they're trying to define who is top dog by providing like the tiers of stuff. So that's going to be really exciting to see. Unlocking tier 3 and 4 will grant you the ability to select specific boss rotations, which can be accessed via the beast menu. Again, what we just saw already. Here is what it looks like. Pretty much you'll open it through the beast thing. This is where you can check out your kill counts and your log and stuff. 5,000, my god. And this is probably just a tester account, but my goodness gracious. Change rotation. Now right here is when this is what it'll look like. So you can pick minions, you can take acid, light. This is what it will look like for a Raxi. I think that's pretty solid. And I think for default, you'll just see whatever is open there, so you won't have to change it. But I wonder if this will cost you anything. I bet it's free of charge. It doesn't seem like it's one of those things that will cost you like some type of currency, but it's good to know that this is just what it looks like. So very nice job. Thumbs up from me. Love to see it. This feature will assist you in tackling some of the socialized achievements tied to these bosses. Okay, that's good. So I guess this is just another way. So like this makes a lot of sense. So I'm assuming that you'll like, instead of having to be barred weekly, you can then just unlock it. So then now there's that time gate of waiting several weeks is no longer there. So because in case you didn't know, there is a unofficial race to Grandmaster. So that's very, very cool to see that they're opening up that doorway and saving time instead of having to wait weeks for a specific rotation. That's really good. Makes a lot of sense. Again, talked about a War's Grimoire. You will unlock the Grimoire after 750 boss kills. You can easily swap between spellbooks, and then upon reaching tier 3, you can also change your prayers. So if you got other curses and such, that's going to be really good. And then improving the wardrobe, baby. This is why I played a game. To cosmetically change how I look, because I love seeing the change of characters. So one of our key design goals for combat achievements was to create visually striking rewards that players would be proud to show off. We aimed for something reminiscent of the completionist capes, with their extensive checklist of requirements but without overlapping in the same item slot. Instead, we focused on 2 slots that offered both flexibility and strong visual impact: the necklace and the aura slots as a complete fashion slut. I completely agree with that. The cape slot and the head slot are easily the most competitive spot to get like the really cool stuff. So to be able to pick something that is not one of those 2 slots is really cool. RuneScape is known for capes, and so there's already a bunch of really cool achievement-based things tied to your capes. And then you have a lot of really cool helmets, hat selections with party hats, Santa hats, duelist cap, Halloween mask, crowns, all types of stuff in the head slot. So picking in the necklace and the capes, and the necklace and the aura is a really nice thing. They've been toying a lot with aura slots and introducing a lot of variety. So this is really, really cool to see because it just adds that extra flair to your character. Players can earn 6 cosmetic necklaces, 1 per tier, and 2 cosmetic auras, Master and Grandmaster, by completing all the achievements within your given tier. Unlike War's Blessing, which is unlocked through a point accumulation, these rewards are tied directly to the completion of all the achievements in the tier. So that means, not by points, baby boy, you got to get yourself and complete every single completion tier. So you got to do every single number of all these tasks in this row to get the necklaces and to get the amulets. So, then sorry, to get the amulets and the aura. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm happy with that one instead of it just being points based. So let's go into the auras. Very, very excited. So you got the this is the master. You got the red glow. Think of like blood. I think of like guy going like the 8 gates and whatever, bleeding out of his pores. Absolutely reminiscing. Then you got yourself the Super Saiyan aura, aka the piss aura. Absolutely. A lot of people don't like it. I think it looks pretty cool. There's a lot of dark armors and a lot of dark robes and dark like item sets in the game. So being able to have something that like kind of emphasizes it, kind of like a contrast, is gonna be really nice. I know a lot of people are gonna be rocking the red over the gold, but I think Grandmaster looks really cool, and I like it mostly because I know it's gonna be super hard. So very excited for that. I like the differences in the lightning, and like all of it is really, really cool. Looks very different compared to the Devour aura that you get from the Katra. So this is very, very solid indeed. I love it. Very, very cool. War's Medallion. This looks like a necklace. It looks like the symbol from the items. So that's from like what you see in the icons. So that's pretty cool to see. Really, really, really nice. I think the actual overlay of it is going to be pretty sick. And I like that with each tier it glows. So I can see a lot of Fashionscape going on with this, mixing and matching it with it. And and when you get the Master and Grandmaster tiers, they glow. That's really cool. Kind of weird how they swap the slots up here when they like Grandmaster's on. Alright, whatever. That's very nitpicky stuff there. But another thing that a lot of people don't love, chat badges. Very cool. So you can keep stacking badges, baby. Fill up that username. Love to see it. Want to be bold, statement in your chats with combat achievements, introducing 2 new chat badges, 1 for Master and Grandmaster. I could definitely see this as a requirement in friends chats, clan chats, discords. I can see this as a requirement, like socially, for a lot of different things. I know for PvMe is probably going to be a requirement, probably for PvMing, not PvMing FC, but for a lot of like clans that have really high requirements to enter them. So this is going to be really cool, and that is pretty much it. That is going to be everything that is happening with the combat achievements, guys. I'm very, very excited for it. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe and check out what we're going to be going up to for our combat achievements. See you.